Hey YouTubers, it's me Zipster. Welcome to another edition of Nuts in the News. Okay, first of all, I want to thank all my friends on Twitter, because I tweeted yesterday that I was starting to prep this for today, and if anybody had interesting stories, they should tell me about them, and I got so many responses from you guys, it was amazing. As a matter of fact, I got so many stories I can't cram them all into this one episode, but don't worry, I'll be getting to them, because like I said before, I'm doing this every week, okay? Okay, first story that struck me. Downtown, this is San Francisco, California, right? 37-year-old man named Leonard Barkowski walks into a branch of the Bank of America. And he walks up to one of those little tables, takes a withdrawal slip, and writes on a piece of paper, "This is a stick-up, put all your money in this bag." Yeah, spelled just like this. So there's a big long line, he's waiting and waiting, and he's getting more and more paranoid. He's like, what if somebody saw me write the note and they call the cops, and I get busted right while I'm right here still online? So the guy decides, you know what, there's a Wells Fargo bank right down the street, I'm going to go down there. So he goes into the Wells Fargo and he's got his note in his pocket, and when he gets up to the teller, he hands her the note. She's reading it and looking at the spelling, and she's thinking to herself, you know, this guy isn't exactly the sharpest knife in the drawer. So she says, well, sir, I'm really sorry, I can't honor your request because this is on a Bank of America slip, and if you want me to do this, you're going to have to write it out on a Wells Fargo slip. This guy gets so frustrated, he's like, okay, I understand, and he leaves the bank, okay? So she's thinking, I better call the police and, you know, report this. So she calls the police, and guess what? A couple of minutes later, the police arrest him. Where? Standing online at the Bank of America. Nuts! San Antonio, Texas. 45-year-old Amy Brasher was arrested by police after a mechanic called them and reported that he found 18 packages of marijuana in her engine compartment after she brought the car in for an oil change. According to police, Brasher later said that she didn't realize the mechanic would have to lift the hood to do the oil change. Nuts! Dateline, San Antonio, Texas. Dennis Newton was on trial for the armed robbery of a convenience store. And he decided he didn't want a public defender, he wanted to defend himself, right? By all accounts, he was doing a really good job until the store manager came on the stand, pointed directly at him and said, "You are the one who robbed the store." Well, Dennis became irate. He cussed her out and he said, you know, I should have blown your head off if I had been there. It took a jury 15 minutes to suggest a 30-year sentence in prison. Nut! Dateline, Kentucky. Yeah, shocking, I know. Two guys, 19 and 21, decide they're going to rob an ATM by attaching a chain from the ATM door to the bumper of their truck. When they pull out, instead of the door coming off, the bumper comes off the truck. The guys are kind of bumming, so they decide to hightail it out of there and go home. Okay, with the chain still attached to the door, with the bumper still attached to the chain, and the license plate still attached to the bumper. Nuts! Okay, one little personal story. My sister runs a daycare center, okay, and she was telling me they got a new little kid in there, and after 2 weeks, I guess they called the parents in for a little evaluation or whatever. And my sister said she was talking to the mother, and she said, well, we really enjoy La-ah. And the mother's like, why are you calling her La-ah? And my sister said, well, I'm sorry, what's her name? Okay, this is how it's spelled. How would you pronounce it? The mother says, it's Ladasha. Nuts! Okay, that's all for today, but I'll see you next week, okay? Till then, take care. Thank you!